Hello, my friends, and welcome to the 8th class in our writing course. Today, my friends, we are going to carry on talking compound sentences. Allow me, my friends, before I start our class today, to revise few points which are important from class number 7. In class 7, my friends, we said that we have three types of sentences. The first type was called simple sentences. Second one, compound sentences, which one the other one or the third one is called the complex sentences. We said that a simple sentence is only one independent clause with a period, and a compound sentence is two or more independent clauses. And again, my friends, we said that the main problem concerning writing generally is how to link two independent clauses in order to make one compound sentence. Again, my friends, I would like you to pay attention and concentrate on this point, because according to last surveys, 90% of the marks lost in the exams like TOEFL, IELTS, PTE, or the proficiency exams of the universities are being lost due to the lack of knowledge about this point. So concentrate, my friends, and let's learn how to avoid this problem in the future. We started talking about 4 ways to link two independent clauses together to make one compound sentence, and we said that using coordinators or coordinating conjunctions, or what they are called the fanboys, is the first solution. We said that fanboys is kind of an abbreviation. We have F for A and N nor, B but, O or, Y yet, and S so. And my friends, about punctuation, we emphasize that each one of those should be preceded with a comma when it's used. And today, my friends, we are going to talk about the second solution, which is using conjunctive adverbials. So what are conjunctive adverbials? Generally, my friends, they are function linking words that A, have the same meanings as the fanboys, which means that using one of these conjunctive adverbials can give the same meaning as we use the fanboys, but with one difference, which is the punctuation here, because they have different punctuations from the fanboys. Again, my friends, some students ask me, teacher, if we can use the fanboys, and the fanboys are good and enough for us, why do we have to learn about conjunctive adverbials? Generally, my friends, the answer is that using conjunctive adverbials can better your score, for example, from B1 to B2 or even to C1 in these exams. Using conjunctive adverbials refers or tells the examiner that you are professional writers. Allow me here, my friends, to give you a few examples to prove my point. The first example here, my friend, is I was sick yesterday, so I didn't come to school. This sentence, my friend, has two independent clauses. The first one is here, the second one is here, and we used a coordinator or a fanboy, and this is a compound sentence. Again, my friends, sentence number 2, I was sick yesterday, the same independent clause, but here I use therefore I didn't come to school. Let's compare these two sentences. I was sick yesterday, so I didn't come to school. Or I can say, I was sick yesterday, therefore I didn't come to school. Both of them are compound sentences. Here I used a coordinator to link these two independent clauses, and here, my friends, I used an adverbial conjunctive or conjunctive adverbial in order to link these two independent clauses. Generally, my friends, in terms of the meaning, these sentences are the same. There is no difference in meaning between them. But generally, using therefore makes the sentence stronger and more professional. So that I prefer to use therefore in this case. And not here, my friends, as you see, I use a comma before so, and I use a semicolon and a comma after therefore. In here, my friends, I would like to show sentence number 3. I was sick yesterday. I here use period. Then after that, I use therefore, of course, with capital letter, because I start a new sentence here. Therefore, I didn't come to school. So again, my friends, the third sentence has also the same meaning of sentence number one, sentence number two, but with different punctuation. Here, my friends, I call the conjunctive adverbial a transition. Again, my friends, therefore here, my friends, is a transition because it starts a new simple sentence. And here, my friends, we have a compound sentence, and we have a transition. A compound sentence, it contains two independent clauses linked with a coordinator. A compound sentence which includes two independent clauses linked with an adverbial conjunctive. And here we have two simple sentences. The second sentence starts with a transition. Again, my friends, when I use a conjunctive adverbial to link two clauses together, I call it adverbial conjunctive, but when I use it to start a new sentence, we call it a transition. Another example here, my friends, is we should pay the bills or we will be sued and jailed. Here, my friends, we have a compound sentence into which we have two independent clauses, and those two independent clauses are linked with a coordinator or a fanboys. And here, second sentence, we should pay the bills, otherwise we will be sued and jailed. Again, my friends, we have a compound sentence which includes two independent clauses linked with an adverbial conjunctive or a conjunctive adverbial. Again, my friends, they have the same meaning with different punctuations. And for the third sentence here, my friends, I used full stop. We should pay the bills. I use the full stop. It means here we have simple sentence, and here, my friends, simple sentence. So those are two simple sentences, and the second simple sentence starts with a transition. So what we have learned, my friends, so far is that conjunctive adverbials are linking words that are used with the same meaning as the coordinators, but with different punctuation. We use them in order to make our writing more professional, and we use them here as conjunctive adverbials, or we use them as transitions with different punctuation. And of course, my friends, for more information about conjunctive adverbials, you can always download the files I will share with you in the description box so that you can learn more. And I'm going to share some Kahoot quizzes which are related to this topic. And the third way, my friends, here in connecting or linking two independent clauses inside one compound sentence is using a semicolon. I would like to recommend using one or two semicolons in each essay. My friends, generally using one or two semicolons in your writing always conveys a message to the examiner that you are professional writers. And here, my friends, I would like to tell you how or when to use a semicolon. We use a semicolon when the clauses are closely related. And here, my friends, I recommend using a semicolon when the two clauses are related in, for example, an obvious way. I would like to give you an example here. I say, I was sick yesterday, so I couldn't come to the school. And here, my friends, you can see the connection between these clauses. The first one is a reason of the other one. So in here, my friends, I can delete the so or the fanboy, and I use semicolon. Again, my friends, why can I use it? Because the two independent clauses are related to one another. I was sick, so the result, I couldn't come to school. In here, my mother tried to help me with my homework, but she couldn't. For example, she couldn't solve the exercises. And here, my friends, I have two independent clauses which are related to one another. That's why I can delete but with the comma, and I use a semicolon. Again, my friends, we played football together and our parents were watching. And here, my friends, the two independent clauses are related to one another. Here I'm adding information to the first one, so I can delete the fanboy with its comma to use semicolon. So we can say that a semicolon is generally equal to a comma plus one of the fan boys. But generally, my friends, we don't use the N or the nor. Now, my friends, methodology number one or way number one, we use colon or dash. Generally, my friends, the colon and the dash are 100% the same. They have the same function, and we use them when the first clause conveys a general idea, while the second one conveys a specific idea or an example. And here, my friends, I have three examples. There are many advantages of waking up early. This is a general idea. And here it helps, means waking up early. It helps your respiratory system to clean itself. Again, here, my friends, I am talking specifically. So the second independent clause is a specific idea of the first one. In here, my friends, scientists have been trying to find a cure for cancer. There were more than 10,000 experiments last year. Again, my friends, here we have a general idea and then a specific idea. And here, my friends, I don't like staying at home. I couldn't work in 2019 during coronavirus lockdown. Again, my friends, how can I know that a colon or a dash is appropriate? Generally, if you can hide them and use the word specifically, or for example, here, there are many advantages of waking up early. Specifically, it helps your respiratory system. So, my friends, if I can use the expression specifically or, for example, in its place, I am sure that it is being used properly. And here, my friends, scientists have been trying to find a cure for cancer. Specifically, or for example, there were more than 10,000 experiments last year, for example, in America. In here, I'm giving an example. So the second one is an example. I can say, for example, there were more than 10,000 experiments. And here, I don't like staying at home. For example, I couldn't work online in 2019 during coronavirus lockdown. That's it for today, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this class. Again, my friends, I know that this class is a little bit difficult, and that's why I recommend replaying this video again and playing some Kahoot games which are related to our topic, compound sentences. If you have any questions, my friends, you can always get in touch with me on the WhatsApp number or the email written in this video. Thank you again, my friends, and remember always that a writing course is not so easy, but it's also not very difficult. Goodbye.